new tool for licensing is putting Wisconsin students pursuing jobs in healthcare on a fast track for after graduation.
Today, Licensed Educator Access Portal, or LEAP, is being introduced in the state's private colleges and universities, speeding up the time it takes for students to get licensed. In a First Alert update, Emily Riley explains how it's easing frustration for some students and educators.
The new LEAP tool offers Wisconsin colleges an opportunity to get approved for graduation in bulk electronically.
The reality is that, especially for our healthcare licenses, there are many requirements, and often they have to happen iteratively. So the faster we can move them through those iterations, the faster we can get them into the workforce.
The new tool allows students to move through the waiting phase in days instead of several weeks. DSPS says there are some sectors of healthcare experiencing shortages that are more severe than others.
Nursing is, I would say, our top need.
LEAP also allows participating colleges and universities to electronically notify DSPS when a student meets graduation requirements, as opposed to the previous process of manually uploading a statement of graduation for each individual license application. Coordinators say the new licensing technology will speed up the process without sacrificing the quality of education. Academic leaders say many employers are in need of good workers, and streamlining the licensing process for students is a way to fill that need.
It's going to lessen the frustration for our graduates, it's going to lessen the frustration for the institutions, and it's going to lessen the frustration for the employers, because they're going to be able to get people quicker.
The streamlining process will take effect this upcoming graduation season. Emily Riley, Action 2 News.